All right, everybody, we have some huge breaking news from the NFL revolving the Miami Dolphins, the owner, Stephen Ross. You know how they've been under investigation for a little while now. You would think it has to do with all the not the tampering, but all the alleged tanking. That's not what they're getting in trouble for today. Let's go through some Schefter tweets and then some Tim Pelissero tweets, just so you can get a full idea of what exactly is happening and why the Dolphins are in some trouble. NFL stripped the Dolphins of their 2023 first-round pick and 2024 third-round pick for violating the integrity of the game. Basically, they tampered. You'll see that in the next tweet. Dolphins owner Stephen Ross also suspended through October 17th and fined $1.5 million for his actions. We will. Here's what the key findings include and why they were given the punishment, the fines, the suspensions. They had impermissible communications with Tom Brady in both 2019 and 2020 while he was on the Patriots, and in 2021 when he was on the Bucks. We all know they've been trying to recruit Brady, trying to get him to join the team, which they're not allowed to do that while he's still on a team under contract with other players. As well as Sean Payton in January of 2022, which started everything. Let's go over this really quick. I think this is important. We already went over the loss of draft picks, which is going to be huge for them because say they need something and now they have to build in a different way. No more first round pick for them. Mr. Ross is suspended through October 17th. 2022. During this period, he may not be present at the Dolphins facility and may not represent the club at any time or NFL event. The league is pissed at this guy for this, by the way. He may not attend any league meeting prior to the annual meetings in 2023 and is removed from all league committees indefinitely and fined $1.5 million. Stephen Ross is like a dead man now. Like, basically, the NFL just went, dude, you ruin the integrity of the game by tampering and trying to get players to leave their team to come to your team. You can't do that. That's against the rules. Mr. Bruce Beal, Dolphins vice chairman / limited partner, may not attend any league meeting for the remainder of the 2022 season and is fined $500,000. Oh, he got in trouble too. This is such a good day for me. I woke up a little bit ago to the news of Juan Soto being traded to the Padres, which I'm a Padres fan. We have Juan Soto. What a win. And the Miami Dolphins are in big trouble for tampering. What a hilarious, great day. And it's not even for their purposeful tanking. They're actually in trouble for a real problem, which they shouldn't have done this. We all knew that they were going to get hit with a huge tampering charge as soon as we found out they were reaching out to Brady and Sean Payton in the middle of the season. There's ways to do it where you don't get in trouble. This discipline is informed by the competition committee's clear guidance that more stringent discipline, including suspension, should be imposed for the team for tampering violations to deter future violations to safeguard the integrity of the game. Basically, this is because Sean Payton and this is because of Sean McVay and Matt Stafford going down to Cabo last summer and basically setting up that whole deal. Here's more from Tom Pelissero. Here are the full findings, including impermissible. Let's see if there's anything worse. Wow, there's a whole bunch of stuff. The investigations found tampering violations in unprecedented scope and severity. Holy shit, I'm reading the whole thing. This is everything. Tanking to improve draft position. The investigation also addressed whether the Dolphins intentionally lost games during the 2019 season to improve the draft's club position in the 2020 draft. Yeah, we all know teams tank. That's nothing new to any of us. And whether Mr. Ross offered financial incentives or otherwise encouraged the head coach to do so. The investigation conclusively established the following. So this was all proven. Not only were they busted tampering, now they were busted tanking too. This is awesome. Holy shit, this is huge. The Dolphins did not intentionally lose a game during the 2020 season. Oh, okay. So the Dolphins competed hard. Okay. All right. Mr. Ross expressed the belief that the Dolphins' position on current draft should take priority over the team. Okay, so it is. The Dolphins did not intentionally lose games during the 2019 season, nor did anyone at the club, including Mr. Ross and Chuck Flores, do so. They said they competed very hard. But listen to this. On a number of occasions during the 2019 season, Mr. Ross expressed his belief that the Dolphins' position in the upcoming 2020 draft should take priority over the team. So basically, he encouraged tanking to some extent, but I mean, that's not that big a deal. I thought this was a little bit bigger of a deal. However, he made a joke about paying people $100,000, but those were expected to be like taken as a joke, just as kind of like fucking around. Basically saying every club is. This is what Roger Goodell said about the tanking allegations. Every club is expected to make a good faith to win every game, Goodell stated. The integrity of the game and the public confidence in professional football demand no less. As an owner or a senior executive must understand the weight that his or her words carry, and that the risk that a comment will be taken seriously and acted upon, even if that is not the intent or expectation, even if made in jest and not intended to be taken seriously. Comments suggesting the draft is more important than winning can be misunderstood and carry with them an unnecessary potential risk to the integrity of the game. The comments made by Mr. Ross did not affect Coach Flores' commitment to win, and the Dolphins competed to win every game. So basically, they did get busted tampering, but it kind of came out that they couldn't really prove the fact that they were tanking and doing it on purpose. They could only find that they were making a bunch of jokes about it. We already read all the tampering stuff. The Dolphins had impermissible communications with Tom when he was in 2019-20 while he was under contract with the Patriots. The numerous and detailed discussions were conducted by Mr. Beal, who kept in turn with. Basically, they kept trying to get Tom Brady. We already knew about most of all this. The investigators found tampering a violation of unprecedented scope and severity. I know of no prior instance of a team violating the prohibition of tampering with both a head coach and a star player to this potential detriment of multiple other clubs over a period of several years. Similarly, I know of no prior instance in which an ownership was so directly involved. This is so bad because it's basically saying the Dolphins tampering with Brady from 2019 to 2021 while with the Patriots and the Bucks and trying to get a coach from the Saints since about the same time. Like, that's bad. Like, this is according to the Goodell, he's never seen anything at all like this. Like, the Dolphins, they lost the first round pick. They got fined $1.5 million. Like, dude, the Dolphins are probably easily the most hated team across the league right now. And, like, holy moly, I did not expect this. I know of no prior instance of a team violating the prohibition on tampering with both a head coach and star player to the potential. Like, they didn't give a goddamn about any other team. It's all about Miami. I'm so glad Stephen Ross is getting suspended. He's being stripped of all his committees. He should be forced to sell the team, in all opinion. Like, I think he's lost the right to be an NFL owner after all this came out. Like, this is bad, dude. This is bad for the game. This is worse than Julio Jones got a season for this. Got a season for gambling on some games, which is bad too, right? It messes with the integrity of the game. You don't know what inside information the guy's got. You really just don't know, like, what he all knows. Stephen Ross literally was just, like, saying, fuck the rules, fuck the Patriots, fuck the Buccaneers, fuck the Saints. We do what we want down here because I have a lot of money. I'm above the rules. I can do whatever I want. I can set up star meetings and do this and that, and no one will ever catch me, and I'm above the law. And I'm so glad the NFL brought the hammer down on this because now other teams will be afraid to do this. This is good for the game of football that Roger Goodell did this. Great job by Roger Goodell. Great job by the commissioner. Great job by his team to really lay the hammer down on this dirty operation we all knew was going on. We all knew that they were tampering, was wondering when they were going to get in trouble for it. We all knew that they were tanking games, which that I don't really care about that. You really can't get in trouble for tanking. To me, anyway, that's not really a big deal. But the best news of the day. This. The Dolphins will forfeit the club's first round selection in 2020. Dude, they're not happy Dolphins fans, by the way. They suspending Stephen Ross more than Deshaun Watson. You know why they're okay? Know why they're suspending him more than Watson, by the way, because I know that'll come up. Because Watson wasn't tampering and messing with the integrity of the game. He did something off the field which was a crime. Stephen Ross was literally tampering with players under contract, trying to get them to leave multiple teams and build up a super team. That's called tampering, guys. They do not like tampering. It is very against the committee of the, like, it's bad. Like, it's not, this isn't like a silly little, like, oh, whoops the daisy, I made a mistake. I'll read one final thing and then we'll get out of here. All right, NFL Commissioner Roger Goodell, we already read that today. A 6-month investigation covering events from 2019 to 22 that was led by former U.S. Attorney and SEC Chair Mary Jo White and a team of lawyers from the Dubois, I can't read that last name, law firm. The commissioner expressed his deep appreciation to Ms. White. Yep, so do I. The investigation focused on two subjects. Whether the Dolphins violated the league rules prohibiting tampering with a player and a coach under contract to other clubs. And 2, whether during the 2019 season, the Dolphins... Okay, we don't care about the tampering. That's stupid. But yeah, so basically, guys, what we have here is the Dolphins are fined $1.5 million. Stephen Ross is. He is stripped of all his duties. Basically, he's just a guy who owns a team now. He's probably going to have to look into selling based on all this because teams are not going to want to work with this guy, knowing the fact that that's another thing. If you own a team, why would you want to work with Stephen Ross with the possibility he's behind your back talking to the player anyway, trying to coax him away like he did Brady and Payton? What an absolute piece of shit Stephen Ross is. Very well-deserved punishment. Probably should have been suspended the whole season. Probably should have been forced to sell the team, but maybe I'm being hyperbolic. But the man gets what he deserves. What a great day. Glad to see he actually got punished for what he did. Yeah, let me know what you think down below. I'll be sure to comment back as soon as I can. And yeah, thank you so much for listening. Have a great rest of your day, night, morning, whenever you listen to this. Stephen Ross and the Miami Dolphins finally busted for their crimes. Thank God. Thought they were going to get away with it? Think again.